So I'm Steven Escobar-Mendez. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but moved to Maryland because D.C. is too expensive. And from there, I love sharing this story that when I came to Lehigh, Lehigh's in Bethlehem, PA, I actually hitchhiked to Lehigh. I didn't tell my parents I was going. I was that excited to go to college. I'm the first in my family to go to college. So I was very much excited, like, I don't know what to do, so let me just go. So when I got the acceptance to Lehigh, I didn't believe it at first. So I'm like, okay, they're giving me a chance to go to a program in July. Let me go on my own. So they said that they could give me a bus from DC to Allentown. I'm like, okay, I just have to find a way to get to DC. 6 in the morning, I hit like the only one that knew was my sister. And from there, it's just been a phenomenal ride. I'm currently studying political science and global studies with hopes of going into international law. I wanted to see what I could do. Um, in the community, it always boils down to the community where I first began. Um, so many people were from civil wars, revolutions, coups, economic collapses, whatever, Latin America. So they ended up creating this amazing community. And they had one thing in mind. They told me and so many stories, which was basically they took a chance. They took a chance on something new, something to make their lives better, to make future generations better. And that was something that the new generation, which was my generation, took so much into heart, thinking they did so much for us. It is only right for us to continue that. So I wanted to. I learned how to do carpentry, painting, landscaping. Um, my first year at Lehigh, I paid for everything. Well, I have been paying for everything. My first year was 5 jobs. I was a secretary of a gym here. I was a landscaper, a painter, and a carpenter for the city around. And then I also did the fifth one being like just manual labor, anything someone needed, whether it be like carrying boxes here to there or like setting up chairs, cleaning up stuff. That's what I would do. And I thought to myself that I wanted to do more. Like, yes, I'm studying political science and global studies right now. Yes, I want to do international law, but Lehigh has so much to offer. College has so much to offer. What more can I do in these 4 years? Like, I wanted to make it as memorable as possible, which got me into Hispanic Scholarship Fund, which then got me into Pfizer. Everything built up, building that network, and then coming here. And when I read it, I know Paragon won right now with the collab with Pfizer. Pfizer like a big pharmaceutical. That is not in my field, but I thought that this can be a one in a lifetime opportunity. Let me take it because who knows what I'm gonna learn. I did so many opportunities of entrepreneurship, business analysis. It's only fair that I put on pharmaceutical as what can I learn there, and I haven't regretted it. It's been an amazing opportunity, and taking every chance that I have, I've learned a lot. Even though it's been, I think, 2 weeks, I've honestly learned so much, and it makes me happy to know that from that community, I lived on to that of like taking chances, taking those like moments as like, if you don't take them, you'll regret it. I personally feel like every opportunity kind of like molds how you want to do whatever you want to do. When it comes to this program itself, I loved seeing like new web pages that using like the mindset thing, the mind map. I'm like, I've never used this before. And I kid you not, I spent 30 minutes not even typing anything, just moving the mouse around. I was like that enjoying of it. And learning about bluff and like, okay, what now? What now? And it got me thinking that because I want to go into international law, it made me begin thinking about, okay, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, they're like the big companies right now known globally. How have they impacted the world? How are they, what they're teaching me, how have they used that to impact the world? And what can I do, even if it's like small right now, how can I like test run what I want to do in the world. So that's how I'm seeing it now. Not just like, let me learn something, but let me learn what they offer me and see like, okay, let me do a test run with this. Like, what impact can I do? It was hard. I I was told, me and like community and large, like we were anchors. I was an anchor for my family. Um, the community there, they didn't have a choice of whether to fight or not in their countries or like leave their country. So everything was like destined, like, hey, this is going to happen to you, or you are this already. So once I started like learning more and getting an education, I thought to myself, I don't want to expect anything in life, because I feel like so many things were told to me that I would do, that I want everything to be a surprise. Time to time, I see myself like, am I cut out for this? Because everyone's like sciencey and stuff. But at the same time, it motivates me. Like thinking, okay, if I feel like I'm not good enough, let me try to prove myself. So I've been doing like research on like Paragon 1. I've been doing research on like Pfizer, like thinking, okay, like I want to meet that level, because another way I see this opportunity is like a job, that I want to give the best work out of this. I want to give the best product out of all. Or else the customer's not satisfied. I want to make it as memorable as possible, do a best of job as possible. So with the diversity comes for me hope. Hope that, yes, I'm currently like rock bottom. I have no idea anything about STEM, but hopefully like by the end, like I can tell myself I did it. Like I did something I didn't really know what to do at first, but ended up achieving at the end. I didn't know what to expect from college or like Paragon 1. I I've been happy with everything that I've done. This has been phenomenal. And I feel like from day one wanting an education and like being able to now be here, it's been phenomenal. And being able to do things on the computer rather than like hand, because to be quite honest, my father, he's Guatemalan. He left the Guatemalan Civil War. He would show me his hands, and his hands are like so like beat up because of the carpentry, because of the landscaping. And he told me when I went to college after he he found out, he told me, I don't want your hands to end up like mine. And I hope I've been living up to that, of finding a way to have a good job but not hurt my hands as much as he has. And he gave me something that to this day really like keeps me moving, which was a cloth that his mother, my grandmother, gave to him, and then he gave it to me, of the indigenous culture. And that's really has inspired me, thinking that I have to keep going. I might not know anything about college, but I learned. Might not know anything about business analysis, but I'm learning. And with every single field, I think not only does it build to what I want to do, international law, but it also builds like the network. You mentioned the diversity, and it's been fun to like get to know everyone. Such amazing diverse backgrounds, and thinking like, wow, like we really pulled through. Like anyone has a chance to like do something big in their life. And then also thinking like, oh my goodness, that I've made it here, and just have fun.